Okay, I did this before, and I was like Darth Vader. So let's try this again. Uh, Hello, Nightmare Comics 1. And this is the next installment of my attempting to, I don't have a name for it, but my attempting to review every movie based on a comic book since the year I was born. Yeah, I gotta think of a name for that. And the next installment is Batman Begins. This was requested by a guy by the name of Mr. Guns 3. He makes wrestling videos on here. Makes pretty good videos. Y'all should definitely check him out. Um, yeah. Okay. This movie is great. It's one of the best comic book movies ever made. No question. Like the second best Batman movie ever made. Not even like not debatable. And the start of one of the greatest trilogies in the history of movies. Because I have 100% faith that this last one will be just as amazing as the first two. But also this was the start of a very bittersweet time for me because this was the birth of the Batstand. And by Batstand I mean, I'm sorry, I'm about to sound like an elitist, but oh well. By Batstand I mean this movie was the beginning of you get those little Batman fans that come in the comic book stores and they think they know everything because they've seen these two movies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you're a comic book fan and you buy comic books, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it is the birth of the Batstand. I mean, not necessarily a bad thing, just it ain't necessarily a good one either. But let me get started. I love this movie. Let me not front like I don't. I'm actually not sick of it like I am The Dark Knight because that movie has been run to hell. Like, oh my god. Like I love it. It's amazing, but good lord. But anyway, yeah, I love the retelling of Batman's origin. It's probably my favorite version of Batman's origin, without question. I just love what they did with Ra's al Ghul. I really think that honestly that's a lot more interesting than his actual origin. The fact that, you know, Ra's al Ghul, who may be his greatest enemy, him or the Joker, who may be his greatest enemy, was actually in actuality the one that trained him. I think that's pretty cool. That's like a nice little Easter egg for us, you know, long time Batman fans. I thought it was pretty cool. Christian Bale did a really good job in this one. I thought he did a better job in this one than he did in The Dark Knight. Oh, this one was more about him though, you know. But this was like, you know, to me, when it comes to live action Batman, he's the definitive one, and this includes Michael Keaton. I just think he does the best job as Bruce Wayne and Batman. You know what I mean? Like Michael Keaton was a good Batman, but he wasn't a very good Bruce Wayne. And Val Kilmer sucked at both, and George Clooney. When I get to that movie, y'all gonna hear my long rant about George Clooney. On paper it's good, but anyway, yeah, Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul was incredible too. The scene where they're in Bruce's house and he reveals that, you know, he was Ra's al Ghul the whole time and all that stuff. That's very, very, very well done scene, and the speech he gives about, you know, his plan and why he's doing this shit like that. I also thought was very great. It was almost like, you know, that's what you would expect a live action Ra's al Ghul to be. It was perfect casting, to be honest with you. The League of Shadows I thought was handled very well. You know, they were, you know, just the way they did everything. It was so, you know, Ra's al Ghul League of Shadows-esque. You know, they infiltrated all of Gotham City down to, you know, the security guards at Arkham Asylum, and, you know, just, you know, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. You know, Scarecrow was handled very well in this. I think Cillian Murphy played Scarecrow. You know, he did a great job, especially the part at the end where he's on the horse. I thought that was wow. That was like, wow, that's fucking Scarecrow. You know what I mean? The guy that was Carmine Falcone was pretty cool too. The other things I liked about the movie, the fight scenes in this movie were great. I actually one of those people that really loved the camera cuts in this movie because that made it seem like Batman was this creature of the night that at an instant could just take you out of your comfort zone. Like he was when he was picking off people, you know what I mean? Like I thought it was like one of the best parts of the movie. There's this part where they had this dock. I think it's a dock. There's water around, and like he's picking off these bad guys and stuff like that. And it's so Batman, you know what I mean? And for the first time ever, you really felt like Batman was a prowler instead of like the Schumacher movies and the Tim Burton movies where like they were like fight scenes and stuff. They were cool and stuff, but Batman's a prowler, and I really felt like that this time. Way different from what you used to with Adam West. Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox was great because to me that's like perfect casting. Honestly, when I read that character in books, I think more. I like even before this movie came, I was like, well, when I heard about it, I was like, well, if Lucius Fox is in this movie, Morgan Freeman should play him. That's what we got. Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon, I thought was also great. He really looks like Gordon, what I would expect a live action Gordon to look, minus the white hair. You know what I mean? But he looks like Gordon, and he's supposed to be younger anyway. So, yeah, this is the way he talks, the way he carries himself. I just think Gordon, like he's the only cop in Gotham how it should be that uses his fucking brain. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was cool. I hated Katie Holmes, but I always do. I just think she's an overactor. Like she tries too hard. You know what I mean? Michael Caine as Alfred, he's hilarious. He had like little quotes and stuff in this movie, had me just dying laughing, just in tears. My favorite scene from this movie has got to be the scene with the Batmobile. It's probably my favorite scene of every live action minus one. That's one scene I do like more. But one of my favorite scenes in all of live action. It's definitely my favorite scene out of the two Nolan Batman movies. Out of all the Batman movies, live action ones, it's my favorite scene. The Batmobile chase. That joke is incredible. Like I love the dialogue from some of the cops. Like one cop's like, he's driving a black tank. and by the way, what do they call it? Well, the Batmobile in this movie. I like it, man. Like, when I first saw it in previews and stuff, I was like, oh, why is it so big? Why does it look like a tank? But that thing is menacing and monstrous. You know what I mean? Like, you see a motherfucker riding on the road and that, he mean business. You know what I mean? So, I really didn't mind that at all. Like, I really liked the Batmobile in this movie and what we got of it in The Dark Knight. But yeah, that chase scene is incredible. The parts where he's ducking and dodging the cops, the part where he cuts off his lights to camouflage himself with the darkness is something that Batman would do. You know what I mean? Like this really felt like I was watching a Batman comic unfold. I love the effects of the Scarecrow gas, like those were great. Like especially the one where Crane sprays himself on accident, and that was great. That was great how he saw like Batman as like a demon. That was awesome. Let's see, what else did I like? I loved. I already said I liked the League of Shadows. They were great. I loved the end of the movie, the way they set up the Dark Knight with the Joker. That was with the Joker card. That was great. I'm thinking. What else? Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, something I did not notice when I went to go see this, but I noticed the next time around. Victor Zsasz is in this movie, and I thought that was just a nice little nod to us, comic book fans. Like, hey, he might never be a villain in a movie, but he's in a movie. There you go. You know what I mean? That was cool in itself. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to bring up. All in all, man, great movie. Great film. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. At least I think that's all I wanted to say. I can't think of anything else. If it's something I forgot, oh well. I love the movie. Bye. By the way, I get this movie 9.25 out of 10. I know it's the same rating as Thor, but I think it's better than Thor. But I guess a 9.25 out of 10. Like I said, great movie. Great movie. But one thing I wanted to say though, send me some ideas, people. Like, I won't just do movies if y'all want anything y'all want me to review that I haven't talked about on here, whether it be a book or anything. Let me know. And also, if any requests, just put it in the comments. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for a long drawn out reason why. Just put it in the comments. And yeah, peace. Oh yeah, by the way, I know I left this out, but I forgot to add this. I know I keep coming back. All right, next movie I'm doing is 300. I got 2 requests to do it. One from Nightmare 10 and one from my brother. So those are coming. Well, that's coming. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that movie is very faithful to the comic, minus a few things they added because they needed to make the movie longer. But anyway, that's all I'm saying so far. But after that, we got Daredevil. All of this is requested by MC Hansker, Michael Hansker on YouTube. Let's see, what do you say? Daredevil, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and Mystery Men. And I got a very different take on all 3 of those movies than what you're used to hearing. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll holler. It's final time for real. Final time. I'm gone. Peace.